Okay, so let's jump right into a really interesting health puzzle. Think about Kenya. What comes to mind? Probably sunshine, right? Loads of it all year round. But here's the twist. There's this hidden health problem sweeping the country, and it's a deficiency in the one vitamin you'd never expect to be missing there.
So, what's going on here? How is it possible that in a land just drenched in sunlight, people are missing the sunshine vitamin? I mean, it just doesn't add up, does it? Well, it turns out the answer is this really unique mix of biology, culture, and, just modern life. But before we get into the how, let's talk about the why. Why should we even care about vitamin D? Look, this isn't just some nice-to-have vitamin. It's absolutely crucial. It's like the foundation for strong bones. It's a huge player in keeping your immune system fighting fit, and it really affects your overall health. So a deficiency isn't a small thing. It has some pretty serious consequences. Okay, so we know it's not a simple lack of sun. So what is it then? Well, the research points to this combo of three main things that are causing this surprising health gap. Let's break them down one by one.
All right, because number one is all about biology. It's actually a pretty fascinating trade-off. See, higher levels of melanin in the skin are amazing. They're like a natural built-in sunblock, protecting you from harmful UV rays. But, and this is the key part, that same protection slows down how much vitamin D your skin can make. So you actually need more time in the sun just to produce the same amount of the vitamin. But biology isn't the whole story, not by a long shot. Our modern lifestyle plays a huge part. Think about it. Cultural practices like modest clothing naturally mean less skin is out in the sun. Then you add in the reality of city life today. We're working in offices, living in high-rises, driving everywhere. We're just spending way more time inside, and that means we're cut off from that direct sunlight. And, it's not just about the sun. It's also about our food. That's the third piece of the puzzle, diet. A lot of the foods that are common staples just don't have much vitamin D in them naturally. And yeah, some foods are fortified, but let's be real, they're not always easy to find or afford for everyone. So that leaves this big gap in what we're eating. Okay, so we've got the causes down, but what does a vitamin D deficiency actually feel like? A lot of the time it's kind of silent, but there are definitely some clear signs to look out for. And what's interesting is how different they can be for kids versus adults. And the impact can be really, really serious. For kids, it can cause rickets, which is just a devastating condition. We're talking soft, painful bones, deformities, and growth delays that can last a lifetime. For adults, the signs might seem a bit more subtle, but they are no joke. I'm talking about that deep, persistent fatigue that no amount of coffee can touch, or just general aches and pains in your bones and muscles, even a low mood that just hangs around and affects everything, your work, your family, just your ability to enjoy life. Right. I know that all sounds pretty concerning, but here's the good news, and it is really good news. This is totally a solvable problem. The source material lays out this super clear 3-step plan that really empowers you to take control of your vitamin D. So, what's the plan? It's pretty straightforward, really. First, get smarter about sun exposure. Second, boost your diet. And third, consider supplements, but with the right guidance. So let's dig into each of those. Okay, step one, the sun. And look, this doesn't mean you have to go bake outside for hours. Not at all. The key words here are smart and brief. We're talking short, regular bursts of sun. Maybe just 10, 15 minutes, a few times a week. Let the sun hit your arms and face. It's all about finding that perfect balance, right? Getting the D you need, staying safe, and of course, respecting cultural norms. Next up, your diet. This is where you have so much power every single day. Just adding a few vitamin D-rich foods can make a huge difference. For example, fatty fish like mackerel. That stuff is a vitamin D powerhouse. Or something even simpler, egg yolks. Super easy to add to your breakfast. And next time you're shopping, just keep an eye out for foods that are fortified, like certain milks or cereals. They can really help top you up. And finally, step 3 is looking at supplements. Now, these can be incredibly effective, but there is one golden rule, and it is non-negotiable. You have to talk to a doctor first. Seriously, they're your partner in this. They can run a simple test to see where your levels are actually at and then recommend the right type and the right dose just for you. Trying to guess on your own can be a waste of money or even risky, so professional advice is an absolute must. So when you put it all together, the message is actually pretty simple and clear, isn't it? The solution to this whole thing isn't some complex medical mystery. It's really just about being aware and taking small, proactive steps in our daily lives. And this quote from Dr. Hanif Zizamawala just hits the nail on the head. Awareness and proactive management are key. That's it. Those are the two most powerful tools we've got. Just knowing this is a thing and then doing something about it. It really puts the power right back into your hands. So I want to leave you with this one final question, because knowing all this is great, but it's the doing that matters. So looking at everything we just talked about, what's one small change you're going to make starting today? Is it a quick walk outside? Maybe adding some eggs to breakfast tomorrow? Remember, it's those tiny, consistent choices that really add up and build a foundation for great health.